Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of MMM Shenanigans. Today I'm going to be bottling my first batch of mead. I'm a little nervous. Anyways, I'm going to make this video pretty quick. It's kind of late in the night and it's been a long day. But this has been going on for almost 2 months now, about a month and a half for sure. It's fully fermented. I've actually killed off the yeast, which I'm actually going to get into in another video later, talking about a lot of the stuff that I use, the equipment I use and everything, and I'll be making that video here pretty soon. But I killed off the yeast, stopped it from renewing fermentation so I could back sweeten it, which is just to add a little extra sweetness to it, maybe some honey or sugar, whatever you want to use. There's different ways to do it. But I added some honey back in there, stirred it lightly to really not let too much oxygen get down into it, because I want to make sure that this stays as fresh as possible. So we're going to be bottling it. Now, everything on this table has already been sanitized, including our hands. The tabletop as well. So, we're going to go ahead and give me the auto siphon. Now, I really want to get a smaller auto siphon because for So for a small batch, I really need a smaller one. This thing is a little too big to be put into a 1 gallon jug. But this is going to be our very first bottle because I want to be able to see through it. Now, one of the things I did, the auto siphon has a little cap that goes on the bottom, and the purpose of that is to stop any leaks and sediment from getting into it. Because I've already racked this a couple times and cleared it, I don't need that. It's already clear all on its own, so the hole at the bottom, I need that to get all the way down in there to get as much of this as possible. Alright, so I'm going to need you to actually push it into the bottom, okay? Like push the spring down. Otherwise, I'm not going to get to be able to build pressure.
Oh, right. Okay.
Alright. Is it going? Yep. Alright, so we are going. Now, I'm actually going to come behind my wife because I'm going to start corking these as she finishes. And our first bottle of mead is done. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to grab the corker. You're going to get to watch me struggle with that. Now I'm going to do this on this corner over here because it tends to be kind of hard to do the corking in the first place. So I want to have as sturdy as possible.
Yeah, I feel like last time we did it, we were doing it in the center of the table, and our table already looks like it's kind of bowing down. That wasn't so bad.
Nope. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and hold this up to the camera because I want y'all to see my beautiful mead.
It's pretty clear.
It definitely could have cleared more, and I'm okay with it not. I'm not really going to get too much into it, but one of the things that I noticed or heard from the research that I've been doing on it is that it doesn't affect the taste at all. Like how cloudy it is does not affect the taste of mead at all. When it comes to mead, there is a very small amount of points, like when you're coming to competitions and stuff, that they actually assign just for the clarity. And I think it's like out of like either 30 or 50 points, like 3 points. It's a very small number compared to the flavor, like other stuff like that. So I'm not really concerned about it, but the fact that I can see through it, I can see my fingers through it, I can see my wife's beautiful face through it, I'm happy with that. I'm definitely not struggling with this as much as I thought it was. I think part of it was the shakiness of the table. Because I'm doing it right over the legs, it seems like there's a little more support there. And plus I have a little more experience with this, I guess, now. Alright, bottle number 3. Now, I'm not using a specific color of bottle for any reason. I'm literally just using what we have. As you saw in our previous video, we use this and these for our wine. Well, we've been drinking some friends have had some, so we just have the bottles given back to us, and it allows us to reuse them. So just take the cork out, make sure it's sanitized, and again, I sanitize everything here.
We've been getting really good feedback on our wine.
Oh yeah, people love it. You gotta push inwards and down. Just don't let it jam, just keep slowly pushing. Okay. Keep going.
I'm shaking.
Alright, pick it back up. And she's bottled her first bottle. That's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to show y'all the mead since y'all got to see the very first video of me making it and everything kind of sort of going wrong. But as of right now, this was cold crash, which I'm also going to talk about in another video. But as of right now, everything's good. Everything's done. Everything's corked.
Oh yeah, we have to do that to the other ones.
We're going to cold crash the others, yes. We're going to let these age. I am probably going to let this one, since it has so little air in it, or so much air, I'm probably going to let this age for a month or two and then try to drink it myself. And just, you know, open it up and test it, kind of see where it's at that point.
This can be our tester. Exactly.
So, when corking wine, you want to soak the corks in sanitizer because they are going to be coming in contact with the wine. That way it kills off any bacteria. Then you cork it, then you let it sit upright for about 3 to 5 days because you want that cork to dry out and settle in the bottle. Once it settles, you can go ahead and lay it over, especially if it's a cork, like corkboard cork. You want to lay it down because that way when you're trying to open it, the liquid, the wine inside the bottle will help to keep the cork moisturized. So when you pull it out, it doesn't crumble and leave crap in the wine.
We've had a few crumble on us. If not crumble completely, they break in half. So we just try to put the corkscrew as low as possible.
Yeah, as far in.
And usually I won't do that because I've never had that problem. But now I'm kind of learning to do that as I go.
Well, normally you don't have to do that with like store-bought wines or anything because they've been aging on their side, or they have a synthetic cork, which is more like a plastic foam. Anyways, if you're using the corkboard cork, you want to make sure to let it sit for 3 to 5 days upright so it can dry out and set. Then you can lay it down and rest. You need to. That way it stays the cork stays hydrated. Aside from that, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put it down below. Definitely give us tips. I am very new at this still, although this looks beautiful. I'm super excited. But yeah, any tips, anything you want to say, put it in the comments below. There is going to be a link to our Facebook page in the description as well. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.